And when the screen changed, there was nothing. Just Godzilla and a black screen. Until I heard something. The faint sound of a familiar drum beat. Oh, fuck! Oh, dear God. That was my first thought on realizing I would have to fight the sick fuck. The creature that had tormented me through nearly the entire game of Red Dead Redemption 2. How would I be able to fight something that can kill me with one touch? It seemed totally impossible. Thankfully, Red was no longer able to deliver one-hit kills.
I guess the developers decided that was too OP and nerfed him in the latest patch.
I very soon learned what a horrible mistake I had made. Red reached out and sucked at Godzilliz's cock, and I felt it. I had seen and experienced many unpleasant things at this point.
Bitch.
Zerty! Resembling a beat. All the text on the top of the text in their place was a single bit of text in the middle of the screen that said,
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Fucking normal things! Get the fuck off my board! God fucking damn!
Fashion dog!
Genitalia.
Mike Wazowski.
something. Yet still suck during cock. Do elephants ever molest a family member? Yeah. Find the judge. Flight, kick, suck. The real fight was against the kite.
Shoo.
This was its response.
Omega!
What the fuck? I was trying to take a piss. The game's behavior was scary, and I hadn't even started the game yet.
Stop it, please! I beg you!
Piss.
Hyper-realistic meat. What the fuck?
Disgusting!
Doro, microscopic Jewish, angry, but the game suckering my cock was where I drew the line. I was about to get up to take one last cum shot and turn off the NES when I realized something. I couldn't get up. I was paralyzed to my seat. The only muscle I could move were my fingers and cock. And as the terror set in, a new message appeared on the screen. Since Red could hear what I was saying, I tried begging for him to let me go. From here, things started to get hazy, as I was under extreme stress at the time. But from what I can remember, I said this. If I couldn't fuck the sick fuck, then he would fuck me. I didn't understand, and that would cost me my life. I saw something moving, set up reality situation. There was no way else. I had to kill Red. It all went by so fast that if it weren't for the I might not have hate this. Just like in Jesus, Red and Red Sea, it was very much time to process thought. And thus, there was no time for strategy. I had to rely solely on my wits and reflexes. Checking his words, there was no way to get a claim tax rate like use, so I constantly had to be offensive and defensive. I felt every attack as a look, they all hurt. I tried so hard to avoid the damage, but every After he jumped over me, red eyes started to glow. I moved as far back as I could and ducked, but there was no dodging this one. Just before the timer ran out, the sick fuck transformed into his swimming form. I chose to fight Red's next two forms with the weapons I had encountered them with, so Chris was next. I jumped up and heat beamed Red in the face, and he moved off screen when I couldn't reach him. Then a wave of large hawks started to fall from above. I felt this was unfair, so I shouted,
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny? Seriously. So, go and fuck yourself. Go and fucking crawl in the dirty, dank little hole where you fucking come from, you
and then he came together. Together, we had forced the sick fuck into his flying form, so it was Moth's next turn. Deciding to fight the sick fuck with Moth was a fucking terrible idea. Moth was instantly overwhelmed by the sick fuck, and the life meter was devastated in a mere 15 seconds. And once Moth's life was down to 2 bars, the sick fuck did something I didn't see coming. He reached out, grabbed Mothra, and fucked her. I never wanted anything so much. There was only one way left that could be brought to full health by engaging the sick fuck in battle. Sauceman. If any of them had a chance to save my life now, it would be him. Sauceman apparently had some history with the sick fuck, as when the fight started, this dialogue happened.
I'd rather die than you.
I thought I had won, but something was wrong. The sick fuck wasn't sinking to the bottom, and I still couldn't move. The sick fuck was still alive. After his seeming defeat by Sauceman, the sick fuck had reconstructed his body into his gigantic final form, transporting us to a blazing inferno in the process. It was reminiscent of our first encounter, except now the scenery, much like the true power of the sick fuck, had become very gay. The music had erupted into a loud, blaring sound of a furious drum of death. I asked Red how he knew my name, and then he said it. For years, she was being fucked by something nobody understood, and now I knew what it was. Now I understood why I was mocked about my talk and how the game knew about it. Because he... And this time, he was going to fuck me. I was taken back to the board to send Godzilliz to his final stand. Barely anything was left of the board, just Godzilliz and the sadistic fuck's icon. And the 5th murder. In the midst of everything that was happening, I had completely forgot about it. I tried yet again to select it. I cursed. I begged, I fucked it, I sucked in my cock. I screamed at it to do something, anything to help me. To no avail. There was only one thing to do.
Go catch her dick!
I knew Godzilla didn't stand any more of a chance than the rest did. But maybe now that all the other Bagels were gone, the fifth Bagel might finally take a piss. I managed to get the creature's icon selected, and I pressed the A button as fast as I could. The icon started to shake, as if it were trying desperately to fuck. The sadistic fuck's power was being challenged by an outside force. It prevented him from fucking me. And when I regained my vision, I saw a familiar sight.
Zach, we don't have much time.
Who are you?
You already know me. I am Melissa.
What? How is that possible? The sadistic fuck told me that he fucked at you.
It's true. Even after saying he fights me. If you can't stop him, he'll do the same to you.
But how will I be able to stop him now?
I can't fight the sadistic fuck. But there is one who can. I will release him from the sadistic fuck's grasp. Don't give up. I love you.
It was time to end this, once and for all. We would fuck this fucking hellspawn out of existence. Akate was by far the strongest playable Bagel in the game. He had to be if we had a chance of surviving. In the end, this would come down to pure skill. We had done it. Melissa's death had been avenged, and I felt overwhelming happiness. Until I remembered all the death and pain that led up to this point. All the other Bagels who had fought and died. I was about to mourn them. But fuck you. No.
What the